What is going on, guys? So first of all, welcome to the studio. This is where I'm planning on shooting a lot of the tutorial videos and stuff that I have coming when I do video tips, that kind of footage. And then honestly, when I just want to talk and I'm not going to be on the bike or something like that. That being said, unfortunately, I am kind of bummed right now. I'm not gonna lie. Super duper honesty time. I had another install video for you guys, finally starting to catch up in YouTube world as to where the bike actually is in real life, but unfortunately this one didn't really go as planned. I'm really bummed out about it because it was one that I was really excited to share with you guys. We were doing the exhaust install, which, as everyone that owns a Harley knows, is just kind of a must-have. That's like the basic level of mod that you have to do for your bike in order to make it, you know, what it should be out of the factory, if we're being honest. And then on top of getting the exhaust installed, I was also going to be skipping straight over the stage 1 tune and putting in a new cam and doing stage 2. Now, not super duper exciting. I decided to do all Harley Davidson stuff to stay within the manufacturer warranty. But that being said, I ran into some big issues with this video. So as you'll see when we get into it, I was trying to push this out really quick because when I was doing the install, I was getting close to my 1,000-mile service appointment. So I just kind of wanted to have everything done all at once at the dealership. Like I said, trying to keep it all under warranty. In my haste, you know, trying to get everything done too fast, I realized after the fact that my camera, the audio was kind of broken and the connection wasn't there. So for like the second half of this whole video, I didn't have any audio, which for an exhaust install is pretty necessary. So that's kind of a bummer, but I did manage to get some good video of it on my phone at least, so there's something. I will also be doing a future video where I'm doing a full walk around of the bike as it is now, doing a before and after kind of comparison, and also obviously giving you good sound quality so you can really hear what this pipe sounds like. We did the TBR Turnout exhaust. Really happy with that. I'll link it down below so you guys can give that a look if you're interested. And then we also did an Arlen Ness Big Sucker air cleaner install as well. You can keep the stock air cleaner on if you're gonna do this yourself. It's not a big deal. I just prefer the circular look to the football shape on the other one. But without further ado, let's get into the video and you guys can take a look for yourself. So guys, for the exhaust, we have the TBR Two Brothers Racing Turnout 2-in-1. Really excited by that pipe. And then for the air cleaner, we're going with just classic Arlen Ness Big Sucker. Quick note on these bikes, if you want to, you don't actually have to switch out the air cleaner. They're already a high flow filter, but I have kind of a future design plan in mind that doesn't involve the oval shape. It's more the circle shape. So I'm gonna dive into that first because I think it's gonna be a shorter process to do the air cleaner than the exhaust. And hopefully that'll mean that I won't run out of time. So let's try it. So spoiler alert, I ran out of time. But anyway, installing the air cleaner, pretty simple. First things first, take off the 2 screws that mount the faceplate up to the filter, and then remove the 2 screws under that mount the filter to the rest of the body. After you remove the filter, make sure that you take out those 2 little tubes that are to collect excess oil coming from the engine, and then remove the 3 mounting screws, or at least that's what I did. It actually might be easier to remove the breather bolts before this, but either way, I find works fine when it comes to taking the old filter off. But obviously be careful, you don't want to damage the breather bolts or anything like that when it's coming off, especially if you're planning on reselling that air filter. Once you get it off, you want to line up the new body of the new air filter with all of the screws kind of in place. Now, there's a gasket that goes on the back side of it. This is all included in the instructions and everything. I didn't really have any sealant grease to put on there, and plus it was getting really dark, so I just wanted to get this install done as quickly as I could.
But if you can manage to mount it with all of the screws in the right places, it becomes really easy to then just kind of tighten everything down, but do it sequentially. Don't do every screw tightened at once. Go around in kind of a clockwise pattern, like you're changing a tire on a car. Now, after you get the body installed like that, you want to install this little oil catch can that they kind of give you at the bottom there of the filter. I think this is mostly just for excess oil, so it's not just breathing it back into your engine. And then it's 3 screws to mount the filter and the face on. I left this dark on purpose so you guys could see exactly how dark it was. And as you can see, it was a bit of a struggle.
All right, y'all, so I got the air cleaner done. It got way darker, way faster than I thought. I really like the circular design. Personally, I think that looks a lot cooler than the football shape, but just wanted to see the finished product like that. My recommendation if you're planning on doing this is don't do it in the dark. It's really shit trying to figure out where all the mounting points are and all that when you can't see. So, yeah.
Hey, what's up? Me again. So, as you can see, that was the end of night 1. I wasn't gonna even try to get the exhaust installed, but this is where the audio cuts out, unfortunately. Like I said, I wish I had audio, especially for an exhaust install. I mean, come on, I know it's the worst, but at least we're gonna take you through the process of the install, and then like I said, after that, I'll kind of show the before and afters with the phone footage that I got. It's decent, but it's not amazing. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'll give you guys, like I said, I'm gonna go do a whole other review on it. Don't worry, I'll give you my full thoughts, full sound of the exhaust, all of that good stuff. But for now, I hope you guys can kind of take away a little bit of, you know, the process of changing out your exhaust. It is a little bit of a job. Definitely have a buddy to help you out if you can, when you decide to do this for yourself. But other than that, that's all I got. So enjoy the rest of the video, and yeah, I'll see you back here in the studio in a minute.
The next morning.
So for the second part of this video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm just going to kind of hyperlapse this out a little so you guys can see the process as I'm going through it. Like I said, I was in a big hurry just to get this done before my appointment in the morning, so I wasn't really taking my time to kind of think through a lot of the steps. I wouldn't recommend trying to take off every individual piece like you see here. You can actually do it in a simpler way than that. If you want more of a how-to style video on this install, definitely check out Blockhead's video. I think he actually installed the same exhaust on his bike, so he kind of goes into a little bit more detail as to the how-to of it. But basically, once you remove the bolts from the mounting bracket and the header pipes, the whole pipe, the whole stock pipe, can actually just come off in one piece, which is really nice. So after you get that removed, you can kind of move on to the next step, which is going to be going through the new pipe that you're going to be installing. Now, TBR does a great job of giving you everything that you need to install your new pipe. As you can see, first thing you're going to do, you want to attach the header pipes first. Just do it loosely. Don't tighten anything down yet because you're going to need to adjust everything after that. Then you get the collection pipe attached. It comes with 2 little springs that attach to the back of the pipe. That's how it actually kind of stays in place. The really tricky part about installing this was actually getting it to line up with the mounting bracket because it's at a weird angle. That's why it's really important to leave everything loose while you're trying to install it. You don't want to over tighten anything before you actually have it in place. But once you do, go ahead and tighten everything down and you should be ready to move into the next part, which is installing the heat shields. Now, before you put the heat shields on, I actually like to clean the pipe a little bit first, just because you want to get all the fingerprints off that you can, and I don't want to leave anything to chance as far as heating up after you turn it on. That's really, really important, guys. Make sure your pipe is really clean before you fire up the bike the first time. Otherwise, the oils from your fingerprints are just gonna ruin your pipe. And then the last thing is to get your passenger peg reinstalled so that, you know, if you have a passenger, they can still use the bike.
This is the stock exhaust right now. This is what it looks like. Turn it on for a second so you guys can hear it. show you the new one.
So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm sorry for, you know, all the audio issues that we ended up running into, but, you know, it is what it is. I am glad that we got to show you guys the studio space. I'm planning on doing a lot more stuff in here, so look forward to that. Also, as you can see, we're catching up. The bike, all these install videos are coming because the bike is actually further along than you guys are seeing yet, but I'm really excited to keep sharing all of the installs that I have for you so that we can give you like a full updated walk around on the bike, and then lots more moto content coming from there, lots more other content too. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, drop a comment, all of that good YouTube stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Later.
Dum, 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 dum.